All right, let's talk about something we all deal with. Those sneaky, almost invisible costs that just seem to zap money right out of our bank accounts. We're diving deep into the financial traps that are basically designed to make us spend more, without us even realizing it.
You ever have that feeling, you get your paycheck, you pay the rent, the car payment, all of the big stuff, and then boom. By the end of the month, you're just scratching your head wondering, where did the rest of it even go? Trust me, you're not alone, and a lot of the time, it's not really your fault.
So, what you're probably running into are what we call consumer cost traps. Think of them as a mix of tiny, overlooked fees and some pretty clever psychological tricks. They're all built to play on our habits, our need for convenience, and our idea of what makes a good deal.
Okay, first up, let's get into the traps that are kind of baked right into our super modern, on-demand lives. The price we pay for having literally everything just a click away.
Picture this. It's been a long day, you're exhausted, and the last thing you want to do is cook. So you pop open a food delivery app. That right there, that's the convenience tax in action. You're not just paying for the meal, right? You're paying service fees, delivery fees, a tip, all for the amazing luxury of not moving from your couch. It's a tiny price for speed that adds up like crazy over time.
And then there's this monster, the subscription sinkhole. Yeah, that $9 streaming service or that $5 app feels like absolutely nothing by itself. But you start stacking them, your music, the news, your cloud storage, that gym membership you swear you're going to use next week, and suddenly they create this massive hidden bill that just drains your account every single month.
And all that convenience leads us right to this. Our social media feeds are no longer just for friends. They're personalized 24/7 shopping malls. The social media spender trap is all about those impulse buys. They're driven by these super targeted ads and what influencers are pushing, making it ridiculously easy to buy stuff we don't need with just one tap.
Next up, let's look at a different kind of trap. These aren't about making life easier, they're about messing with our perception of what something is actually worth.
This one is a classic, the brand name markup. We're just wired to think that a higher price tag and a famous logo means it's better quality. But so often, the generic store brand right next to it is literally made in the same factory with the same stuff inside for way less money. You're not paying for the product, you're just paying for their marketing budget.
Ugh, this one can feel like a total betrayal. It's the loyalty penalty. Your cell phone or internet provider will bend over backwards with amazing deals to get new people in the door, while you, their loyal customer for years, are stuck paying a much higher rate. They are literally counting on the fact that you won't notice or that it's just too much of a hassle to switch.
You know the drill. You buy a new TV or a laptop, and right at the checkout, they hit you with the extended warranty offer. But let's be real. The extended warranty gamble is almost always a bad bet. The cost is high, and the chance you'll actually need it before you just get a new one is incredibly low. What you're really buying is just expensive peace of mind.
All right, for this last part, let's turn the focus inward. We're going to explore the traps that are less about what companies are doing and more about our own financial habits and our own psychology.
Okay, this one might be the most dangerous trap of all, the minimum payment trap. It feels like you're being responsible by paying it, but that number is set so low that almost all of your payment is just getting devoured by interest. Your actual debt barely goes down. You can get stuck on this hamster wheel for years, paying double or even triple the original price of something you bought.
Ah, yes, the free trial ambush. We have all been here. You sign up for something new, you're totally going to cancel it before they charge you, but then life happens. You get busy, you forget, and that free trial just quietly rolls over into another monthly subscription you didn't want.
The psychology of a sale is so powerful, isn't it? A big, bright red 50% off sign triggers that fear of missing out. The just-in-case purchase is when we buy something we don't even need just because it feels like a good deal. But think about it. Saving 50% on something you are never going to buy anyway isn't saving money. It's just spending 50% more than you planned.
And this is a perfect example of how small leaks can sink a big ship. That $10 monthly account maintenance fee, it feels like nothing, right? But that's $120 a year you're just giving away. Are you really paying for the privilege of letting the bank hold on to your money?
Okay, so now that we've dragged all these traps out into the light, the power really shifts back to you. It's time to switch from being a passive spender to a super aware, savvy consumer.
So, the most important question of all is, what can you actually do about all this? How do you dodge these traps and really take back control of your finances?
Here's your defense plan. First, put a subscription audit on your calendar every month and be ruthless. Next time you're about to pay for convenience, just ask yourself if 5 minutes of your time is really worth that extra $10. Always read the fine print. Challenge your brand loyalty. Just try the generic version once. And finally, if you have credit card debt, automate a payment that's even a little bit more than the minimum.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. Take an honest look at your own spending habits. Which one of these traps has its claws in you the deepest? And what is the one small step you can take today to start breaking free?